Hey, what's up? It's Chris here from Chris's Sci-Fi Reactions. Today we're back with another Stargate SG-1 episode. This is Season 1, Episode 21, Within the Serpent's Grasp. And it's the final episode of Season 1. I'm really interested to see if they wrap up the season in this, or if it ends on a cliffhanger. Either way, I really am looking forward to this episode. Last episode, we had very much an episode that was a clip recap and also based around US politics. This has really been an on-off season. There have been a few good ones, and a few outstanding ones, but there's also been a few bad ones. But that's okay. Being the first season, I can let a show off with that. And a show that's run as long as this show has, there are going to be bad episodes. So yeah, the full uncut and edited reaction is available on Patreon, listed in the description below. If you're watching this on YouTube, on Patreon, we'll probably be up to episode 9, I think, of Season 2 when this goes up on YouTube. If you also want to follow me on my social media accounts, you can access my Facebook or Twitter account, links in the description below. And yeah, without further ado, let's just get straight on into this episode.
Got a minute, sir?
Come on in, Jack. Have a seat. He had me forcibly removed from his office. I went to the Secretary of Defense, the Joint Chiefs. Hell, I finally called the President himself.
Senator Kinsey is a dick.
What'd he say?
He said that to override the Senate committee on this one would be political suicide for him.
Trying to stop an overwhelming onslaught later. Trust me, I have seen it.
If the coordinates are for a Goa'uld world, which is not on the Abydos cartouche, the Goa'uld will most likely not expect us. I believe a medical attack could be successful.
Surgical
Medical
attack,
attack.
Teal'c. It's called a surgical attack, and I'd feel like an idiot.
Sir?
I was answering Daniel's question. We go.
I too will go.
It's not an order, Captain.
Oh, peer
I
pressure.
understand that, Colonel. Thank you. I'm going.
Attention all personnel. Unauthorized Stargate activation.
If they did get back,
There's the
which
blast doors
we
and corridors
obviously
Alpha
know
and
they
Charlie.
will,
Disable them.
I need an authorized officer's security code to disable.
I wonder what the
we go.
punishment would be. I'm not obviously in the US military, but for that sort of act, would it be imprisonment? Dismissal from the military? Be interesting to know.
Cool.
Those outfits that the Jafar wear, no way you could easily see from it. It would be so easy to hide from them. At least when their helmets are on. Reminds me of the Void ship from Doctor Who. At least the lights are on now.
I always get a happy, tingly feeling when I see those guys.
Sir.
Hey! How you doing?
I like the way the blue is on the walls. The blue
Is there a
line.
bathroom around here?
Oh, talk about cold-blooded. Could have just knocked him out and... not sure how I feel about disintegration.
Okay. One shot hurts him, two shots kill him. The third shot...
Disintegrates him.
Oh,
Yeah.
great. You didn't feel this was worthy of mention, I take it.
I'm not a fan of that.
The
I'm a
blast
fan of
spread
the
across this area like
Zat
there was
gun,
glass here.
but
This
just
is a
not
force field of
the
some sort.
That is correct. There is
idea
no
of
transparent material
disintegration.
capable of withstanding this velocity.
Or temporal displacement. We're traveling faster than light, right?
That is correct.
So the ship must have been in orbit around a planet when we gated here. Then it launched or left orbit, which would explain why we can't gate home.
Point of origin isn't valid anymore.
Right.
I suggest the
so
two of you figure out how to get us back home.
The point
So
of
the
origin
only way to do that would be to turn this thing around and go back to where we started.
Right, I'll just go
isn't
tell the
unique
pilot.
to
Yo,
a solar system.
you know how to fly one of these things?
Of this I am unsure.
Yeah, I'm not
It appears to be
100%
of a new
sure about the
technology.
point of
So, you
origin.
couldn't turn this tub around, I take it.
I am qualified only
How
to pilot the
far
Goa'uld death
one
gliders.
point of origin is. Is it a light year? Is it 10 light years?
I suggest we relocate to an...
Tell hold, Jaffa. The end of a dark moment in Goa'uld history approaches. Soon we will wipe out the scourge that plagues us. I will rejoin you as we come out of the shadows.
Okay, so this is like a TV that it's not a
Until then,
communication
I will
device,
follow
it's
all
just...
orders of my son, as if they were my own. Bow down now, and show your reverence for my son. The mighty warrior, Corel.
Is this that cute? Scar is his name? I think. Or I could be mixing that up.
Kel, Apophis, Hrenek, Glora, Hrenek, Corel.
Oh, okay, so it is a two-way communication device. Okay. It's just the way Took said television, it makes it seem like it can receive but not broadcast.
You dare to do this to Glorel? You'll die a painful death.
Yeah, whatever.
There's a raised hieroglyphic on the wall next to the door. It resembles a coiled serpent.
I mean, the
the permit.
Ghoul believe they're gods, right? Because that's what Took said in the last episode. That,
Stand aside.
you know, to Kinsey that the Gould believe they are gods. It's just you'd think that a race as smart as the Gould would be smart enough to know that they're not really gods.
We will not be able to access this room for some time.
Hey, Scar.
Teal'c, the traitor. I take great pleasure in delivering his head to my father.
He's not your father.
He is my
He
father.
is, because
He
you're
did the Queen
talking
Mother.
to the Gould,
He
and
chose the host in which I will live out
Technically,
eternity. Apophis gave me
it's
life.
not the human's father, but
I'm
it
not
is
talking
the
that
Gould.
thing in your head. That's bullshit.
Well, based on Kendra, you can
No,
tell
let
that
him
it is
talk to me.
bullshit.
Your friend had a feeble mind. It suffered greatly and gave in easily.
What an ass. Ooh, jeez. Because that would hurt the host as well as the Gould.
Come on, Scar. Look at me. Try.
Perhaps I will not kill you.
But are you still my friend? Yes, I am. Can you forgive me for what we're to do?
Damn.
What are you about to do? Scar. Scar, what are you about to do?
If you were possessed by a Gould, would you want death?
Hang in there, kid. Come on, hang on. What are you about to do?
Being a prisoner in your own body.
And the gate will magnify the explosion.
I'm just hoping they can't see us through this thing.
Doesn't seem to be, otherwise they would have been overrun by Jafar.
Nane! Take them to the Peltok.
I wonder how much of that was Skara influencing Chlorel. Or maybe even taking a bit of control from him.
Okay, Daniel. We're gonna go after them.
Wait a minute.
O'Neill, prepare yourself for extreme deceleration.
Thanks, Teal. Oh my God.
Saturn.
You will get to see your home one last time. Before you
I'm
And everyone
guessing
on
the
the
whole of this ship is
are
protecting
destroyed,
them from the
and
radiation
your
from the
kind
gas giant.
will disturb the gold no more.
Now all they really have to do is just upload a virus into the mothership.
Sir, I think we have another situation.
Replacing.
Not yet, sir.
You're gonna have to shoot him, Jack. It's messed up, but...
O'Neill,
you must
take action.
Oh, they could revive him in the sarcophagus, though, I suppose. Oh. Damn. That is messed up. Losing his son through a gun, and then Scar, who's basically a son to him, having to shoot
Daniel?
him. Jeez.
You okay? Earth.
I thought you said we couldn't be there for at least a year.
I guess the ship can go way faster than 10 times the speed of light. Colonel, we saw the death gliders. They're
Gonna
prepping
have
for
to
launch.
blow up the ship now. Well, could you use Stargate now that you're out of hyperspace? You'd think you could. Oh, damn, there's two of them. Oh, of course, Apophis. Oh, should have put that together. That was Stargate SG-1 Season 1, Episode 21, Within the Serpent's Grasp. And I really enjoyed that episode. We got a lot, we got action, we got a ton of stuff from it. Obviously, it's a cliffhanger episode, so I'm looking forward to seeing the start of Season 2 and getting into Season 2 as a whole. But I feel we also got the team working together probably in a military sort of sense the first time. I'm trying to think if there's been any other times where we've really worked as a team on that level, and I don't think there is. So I must admit, I'm trying to think, I don't think this is my favourite episode. I'd still say Solitudes is my favourite episode. But there have been a few good ones in this season, like the Nox Force Hammer, that one on Ernest's planet. You know, there have been a few good ones. Okay, well, let's just check it down before we break up. Children of the Gods, that was pretty good. The Enemy Within was pretty good. This one wasn't the best. Broker Divide wasn't the best. First Commandment, nah. Cold Lazarus, no. But episode 7, The Nox, definitely was a great episode. Brief Candle, not a good episode. When I say not a good episode, I mean it's just average. Thor's Hammer, that was a brilliant one. The Torment of Tantalus, that was a brilliant one. Oops. Bloodlines, no. Fire and Water, no. Hathor, no. Singularity, that was okay. You know, had some good development with Carter in it, particularly. Korai, not the best. Enigma, this was a good one. It really was. We got to see sort of the difference between a primitive society or less advanced society and a more advanced one. Solitudes, yeah, I'm gonna say that was probably very good. I'm trying to think if that's the best one. I think it is. Tin Man, not the best there, but for the grace of God was okay. You know, we got to experience a different sort of way of looking at the Colonel O'Neill and the other characters. Politics, not the best. And here, Within Serpent's Grasp, I'm gonna give it strong 8, maybe low 9. But let's just break it down anyway. We start off with, you know, what had happened in the last episode, discussing Senator Kinsey and the decision to close it down. Hammond has given up. Here we have them talking about going through the Stargate. Carter says, you know, that be court-martialed the second we get back, if we get back. Daniel saying, how will you feel, you know, if we don't go through now and they attack later, how will you feel? Jack says he feels like an idiot. He doesn't make it an order to go through. but they all decide to go through. Then we have General Hammond sort of seeing him run off. Here we have them in this Gould structure that is very dark. We find these new weapons that are basically stasers, just a more advanced version of it. I'm gonna call it Zat Gun because I just cannot say what Tilk said. Is that Ecotel? Is that? No, I'm gonna stick with Zat Guns, just easier. We experience some sort of displacement, I think Carter said, spatial displacement. Daniel tries to dial home, doesn't work. We here have the Jafar then come along and they put some sort of circular ball device in between the Stargate. Tilk describes that it's a bit like a television, except more advanced. Here we have them exploring this Gould facility. Back on Earth, General Hammond's very much like, I'm not sure I want you to bring him back because they'd experience court-martial. Here we have them still exploring the facility, finding a sarcophagus, and then detecting or finding out that they're on a ship traveling through hyperspace. Then the Stargate on Earth, they try to dial, but it doesn't work, obviously because the point of origin, that's what it is, point of origin is no longer valid. Here we have a fight between Jafar and the team, and Sam, man, she straight out kills this guy. You know, no hesitation, just damn, it's cold. And then Tilk disintegrates it with a third shot, which I'm not a fan of. I don't like the disintegration. I like the stun and the kill, but the disintegration, not so fond of. Here we have Tilk saying that we need to leave from this place because royal sarcophagus aren't left unguarded for long. Here we find ourselves in the Death Glider Bay. Death Gliders, yeah. And then they end up following the Jafar to the Stargate room. We find out that Skara is here. You know, obviously Colonel O'Neill is very disturbed by Apophis calling him his son. Here we have O'Neill and Tilk taking him on and finally capturing him. Then O'Neill has secured the room and tries to talk to Skara. Without much luck, I must admit. Then O'Neill shoots Skara with the Zat gun once. Skara asks O'Neill if he's still his friend. Then Tilk sort of threatens to kill Chlorel / Skara unless the Jafar let him go. Here we have Tilk and O'Neill being introduced to Apophis. Then basically Skara comes out and says, no, don't kill them, and takes them to the bridge. Daniel's very logical here in saying, you know, if we go after them and die or get caught, there'll be no one to blow up the ship. And we find out that they're going past Saturn. They're planning on setting up SGC as a command center to help defend against the Gould attack. Then they try and attack them. Daniel gets caught by Skara and he starts using that hand device to, well, basically kill him. Then O'Neill ends up shooting him dead, which is pretty messed up. And Daniel's okay, and then they find themselves at Earth, and there's a second ship next to this one. So yeah, then that's it. Okay, so that was my breakdown of Within the Serpent's Grasp, and solid episode. I'm going to give it a 9. And yeah, I really enjoyed that. Looking forward to the second part. Yeah, I don't think there's much more to be said. If you enjoyed this reaction as much as I did, give it a like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you next time for the start of Season 2. Just remember, if you're watching this on YouTube, about Episode 9 of Season 2 should already be available on Patreon. And I will catch you next time. Bye.